And we're back. I'm so excited to be here. We are going to flow through a 30-minute slow flow today. Welcome to my garage studio. My name is Chandra, for those of you who don't already know. And we're going to get started in a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. As always, if you have props, blocks, etc., make sure that they are placed towards the top of your mat today so that they're accessible and available to you. And of course, if it would feel supportive, feel free to draw one of your blocks underneath your hips just to elevate your hips up, which will relieve some of that low back pressure. Whenever you find that comfortable seated position, give yourself a moment to transition. Soften your gaze towards the floor or close your eyes altogether if that feels safe to you. Then take an inhale through your nose. Just sit up a little bit taller. And as you exhale, allow your hands to find a comfortable resting place in your lap. Inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then all the way back and down the length of your spine. Exhale, gently release your chin towards your chest ever so slightly. And then just find some stillness. This yoga practice of ours is simply a practice of awareness. It's a practice of presence. We show up on our mats to tune inward and start to connect with the inner network of the body. I invite you to explore physical sensation. Where do you struggle? Where do you feel strong? I also invite you to explore mental fluctuation. So, do you tend to be the type of person who pushes yourself really hard, who attaches to outcomes? Do you tend to side on the space of, I don't really care about this, right? It doesn't really matter. And there's no need to judge, right? Step one is let's just be aware of how we show up today. So with that in mind, I invite you to simply become more aware of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Maybe now you can recognize a pattern. See if you can elongate your exhales longer than your inhales. And then notice, is your breath in your chest? And could you start to pull it all the way down into your belly? Relax any tension out of your jaw, out of your eyebrows, space between them, your third eye center. And start to skillfully shift the mind. So when thoughts come up and arrive, allow them to pass by just as easily as they showed up, as if you were watching boats pass by in a river. They're allowed to exist, but you don't have to get on the boat, if you know what I mean. Take one more deep rhythmic breath to just really arrive on your mat today and to let go of any kind of mental fluctuation or distraction that you have going on. Then you can keep your eyes closed or flutter them open. Either way, take a big stretch of your arms out and all the way up overhead. Let your palms meet there. On your exhale, pull your hands right into your heart center space in prayer position. Then simply part your palms, cactus through your elbows, open across the front of your chest. On your exhale, meet your palms overhead once again. Imagine you are karate chopping something right in front of you. Good. Kind of rainbow your arms up, cactus back bend. Exhale, karate chop. Notice your shoulder blades separate as you lean back into your hips. 3 more of these. Inhale, pull your heart forward, cactus back bend. Exhale, round karate chop. Inhale, up and back. Good breath. Exhale, karate chop. Hug your navel in slightly. Last one of these. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, pull your arms back up and overhead. Exhale, cactus through your elbows and tip over to the right side of your space. Notice the active engagement through your obliques, the side of your core. Inhale, pull back up with strength, with stability. Exhale, tip over to the left. Good. 2 more each side. Inhale up through center. Stay engaged in your core. Exhale, tip and stretch to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, tip and stretch to the left. Stay active and strong in your core. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, tip over to the right. Good. Last one. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the left. Good. Come on through center. Exhale, tip over to the right. This time, release your right hand down and take your left fingertips behind your skull. With a bend in your left elbow, pull your elbow back, broaden more across your chest. Then exhale, draw your elbow towards your right knee, crunch and twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and crunch. Use your breath as a guide here. Inhale to open. Exhale, push the air out as you twist and crunch. That was really good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we'll take that on the other side. Set yourself up, then pull your right elbow back in space. Open through your heart. Exhale, right elbow towards your left knee. We wrap and crunch. 2 more of these. Inhale to open. Exhale, crunch. Just a little bit of warm up to your spine here. You have 1 more. Use your exhale to twist and crunch. You did really good. Inhale, come up through center. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, swim your hands behind you and interlock your fingers. From here, just draw your knuckles towards the floor. Lift your chin and expose the front of your throat. Let your head drape back a little deeper, and it might feel really nourishing to you to open and close your jaw a couple times. Good. Take 1 more big expansive breath in. Then exhale, let that go. Shift forward and meet me in tabletop pose, facing the front of your yoga mat. When you get there, stack your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips right over your knees. Start with some little circles, side to side, side to side. Just kind of notice how your hips are feeling today. And if you want, you can scoop your tailbone high and tuck it under for some cat-cows. Give yourself freedom to just move, notice what's going on in your physical body. And give yourself space to explore it, right? To move into those spaces, those sensations freely. And know that at any time during your practice today, you are allowed to modify. You can always take a break, utilize blocks, or if you want to push yourself a little bit more, push yourself a little bit more, friends. I'm here to support you. You are not here to support me. So take care of yourself today. You have 1 more round of breath just to explore movement in your own body. Then draw your toenails to the floor if they're not there already. Take your knees a little wider than your ribs and sit your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and out in front of you. Exhale, let your forehead melt down to the mat for child's pose. Take a deep breath in, fill up the back side of your lungs. Full breath out, soften, get a little heavier towards the floor. Let gravity pull on you. 1 more big breath in. And full breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, float your hips off your heels. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips high, and find downward facing dog. Take a moment, as always, just to explore this shape. It's your first time here, so bend and straighten in and out of your knees. Give your head a nod yes and a shake no. Big breath in. Full breath out. On your inhale, ripple forward to plank position. So strong, so resilient. Hold that for a moment. Zip up through your inner thighs. Spike your heels a little higher. And then push into your hands. Push the floor away. 1 more strong breath in. Build a little heat. Exhale with or without your knees. Slowly lower all the way down to the support of your belly. Then flip to the tops of your feet so that your toenails are on the floor.
And draw your hands back alongside your outer ribs. With your elbows pulling high to the sky, start to lift your chest off the floor. Stay active in your back body, in your posterior chain. Try not to push into your hands too much. Notice what's going on in your legs. Push down into your toenails so much that your kneecaps lift. Engage your quads. Good. One more inhale. Perhaps float your hands. Exhale, let all of that energy go. Soften towards the floor. Then this time, use your hands a lot. Push into them, peel your chest off the floor, and let your hips kind of hang towards the ground for high cobra, a little bit more of a passive variation. Explore what there is to explore here. Take one more big breath in. Then on your exhale, push into your knees, roll over your toes, and send your hips back in space for downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, tiptoe or step to the top of your yoga space. Ground your feet about hips width distance apart. Inhale, kickstand your hands on your shins or even your thighs. Lengthen out, crown to tail. Exhale, hinge forward and fold over your legs. Release and decompress your neck. Option to grab opposite elbows here and give yourself a gentle sway side to side, side to side. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release the grip of your elbows. With a soft bend in your knees, start to tuck your tailbone under and curl up, bone by bone by bone in your spine. Nice and slow, nice and mellow. Then give yourself a shoulder roll at the top. On your inhale, circle stretch your arms out and all the way up overhead. Let your palms meet there. Exhale, draw your hands into your heart center space and interlock all of your fingers except for your pointers. Inhale, drive your pointer fingers back up towards the ceiling. Get nice and strong in your spine. Exhale, steeple side stretch to the right. Inhale, pull up with your strong core. Exhale, steeple side stretch to the left. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, tip and stretch to the right. Really strong in your obliques. Inhale, center. Exhale, side stretch. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, side stretch. How far can you go? Pull up through your strong obliques. Exhale, take it over to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, cactus through your elbows. Crack your heart open. Good. Inhale, swim your hands behind you. Interlock your knuckles and draw them down towards the floor. Exhale, micro bend at your knees. Hinge forward and fold over your legs. Let the crown of your head release to the earth. Open and close your jaw. Maybe sway a little bit side to side if that feels safe in your shoulders. Then inhale, bring your hands back to the floor underneath your shoulders. On your exhale, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your strong and resilient plank. Exhale, hinge and lower halfway for chaturanga or all the way down, you choose. Flip to the tops of your feet for your cobra. That could be active or passive. On your exhale, lift up through tabletop or plank. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips high. Down dog. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, stretch your right heel high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot all the way forward and through between your hands and soften your left knee down to the floor. Adjust your front foot so that your knee stacks over your ankle and doesn't drive past your toes. On your inhale, lift up through your chest, cactus through your elbows and drive your hips forward. Exhale, karate chop right to the inside of your right foot. So sort of like we did earlier. Inhale, drive your hips forward. Cactus back bend. Let your hips really, really push forward. Exhale, drive your hips back. Work those inner thigh muscles round and hug your navel in and back. One more. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, pull back. Good. Release your left hand down to the inside of your right foot. Rebend your right knee and twist, reach your right arm high. Take a breath in, expand through your top fingertips. Then exhale, swivel your left foot behind you so you can step your right foot to the back of your mat, supported side plank. Take a deep breath in, expand, maybe even open your heart and draw a big circle here. Then exhale, come all the way back. Find plank position at the top of your mat. Hold that for your inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, back bend, open through your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog with me. Other side, inhale your left heel, high three-legged. Exhale, step your left foot forward and through. Soften your back knee to the earth. Adjust and align. Then inhale, drive your hips forward. Cactus back bend. Exhale, karate chop right to the inside of your left foot. Round your upper spine. 2 more. Inhale, pull forward. Cactus back bend. Exhale, pull back. Karate chop. You're doing great. 1 more. Inhale, notice the wobbles, right? The imbalance in the hips. Exhale, pull back, karate chop. Draw your right palm down, reach your left arm high and drive your hips forward. Then exhale, side plank. Take your left foot behind you. Feel free to swivel through your left shoulder just for a moment. Then come on back, meet me in plank pose at the top of your mat. Breathe that in. You're so strong. You're so resilient. Then slowly lower. Inhale, you have a back bend. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, tiptoe or step to the top of your yoga mat. However you want to get there is fine by me. Land your feet hips width distance apart. Take your half lift, lengthen out, crown to tail. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, rise and shine all the way up to standing. Bring your palms to touch overhead. Exhale, deliver your hands into your heart center space, prayer position. Interlock all of your fingers, steeple mudra. Inhale, drive your steeple mudra right back up and overhead. Exhale, tip and stretch to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Shift your weight to your right foot. Kickstand your left toes behind you. Exhale, like a lever, start to tip forward and lift your left heel simultaneously. So slow, so steady, so strong. Then step your left toes back. Cactus through your elbows in your crescent lunge and hold. Breathe in, crack your heart open to the sky. Exhale, dive a little deeper into your right knee. Good. Know that you can support your low back by bending into your back knee more. 1 more deep, loving breath in. On your exhale, karate chop right down towards your right foot. Release your palms to frame out your right ankle. Know that this is an awesome place for your blocks. Wide pyramid pose. Lengthen out through both legs. Drive your tailbone up and back. And then get curious about sensation. Lift your back heel. Let your back heel melt. Lift your front toes. Let your front toes melt. Maybe sway your back heel to the right, up and over to the left. Kind of work a little bit more sensation all the way around that inner thigh, that groin area. You have 1 more breath in. On your exhale, take a walk towards your left leg at the back of your yoga mat, towards your back left leg. Feel free to have a seat on yoga blocks for your half squat if that would feel good to you. Draw your left knee a little bit wider, nice and passive in your skandasana, or if you want more fire, a little bit more energy, then hover your hips and fire up through your left quad, your left hamstring, and your left glute. Good. You have 1 more breath in wherever you are. On your exhale, look forward in front of your right toes. Imagine you're a ninja. Rise and open up warrior 2. Feel free to bend and straighten in and out of your right leg. Reach your fingertips in opposing directions and allow your shoulders to relax down the line of your spine. Flip your right palm over. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Stretch your right fingertips high to the sky. Lengthen out through your right leg. Exhale, cartwheel all the way down. Frame out your right foot and set your left knee to the floor. On your inhale, twist your right arm high. Here's that low lunge twist. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back and reach your right arm overhead, supported side plank. Inhale, plank pose at the top of your mat. Exhale, hinge, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra back bend. Upward dog is there if you want it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press and drive your hips up and back. So fluid, so much flow. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward as if you were riding a wave. Use your exhale to step your feet to the top of your yoga space. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your chest so you have space to inflate your lungs. Exhale, hinge forward, fold over your legs, let that go. Rise with a strong back all the way up. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, deliver your hands right into your heart center space, prayer position. Interlock all of your fingers but your pointers and drive your steeple mudra up to the ceiling, nice and strong in your feet. Exhale, tip and stretch over to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot and kickstand your right toes. Like a teeter-totter, start to hinge at your waist. As your chest lowers, lift your right foot. So strong, so stable. Then set your back toes down, cactus back bend in your crescent lunge. Pull your elbows back to broaden across your collarbones, your chest. Exhale, bend a little deeper into your left knee. Feel free to play a little bit, right? Just kind of explore sensation in this back bend crescent lunge. You have one more breath in. Exhale, lengthen your legs, karate chop right down to the inside of your left foot. When you get to the bottom, frame out your left ankle, use the floor, your blocks, or you could just ground on your shin if that feels best to you. Square out through your hips, lengthen through your chest. Exhale, pour your chest a little closer to your thigh and soften through your neck and through your jaw. Then just as you did on the other side, start to explore sensation here. Lift and lower your front toes, lift and lower your back heel, or maybe sway a little bit, left to right to left, sort of opening into that IT band stretch and then into a theoretical triangle pose with your legs. So good. Inhale, find a little space to crawl over to the long edge of your mat, bend into your right knee, option to stack your blocks, get low in your skandasana, option to stay nice and high, nice and active in your hips for an active half squat at the back of your mat. Breathe in, whichever variation you chose to take today is perfect. Breathe out. Good. Like a ninja, look forward, then launch, press open, warrior two at the top of your mat. Imagine my hand was on the outside of your left thigh. Push into that imaginary hand. Flare your left knee wide and draw down into the knife edge of both feet. Then flip your front palm over. Inhale, reverse. Stretch yourself all the way up and back. Exhale, cartwheel all the way down. Frame out your left foot, lower your right knee, and twist to the left. Step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat, supported side plank. And I'll meet you in plank pose for a strong inhale. So much resilience, so much strength. You know it. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. We're going to flow that. Again, try to ride your breath like you're surfing a wave. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, transition your feet to the top of your yoga space. Inhale, rise with strength and stability. Exhale, pull your hands into your heart center space, prayer position. Inhale, drive your steeple mudra up and overhead. Let that pull lengthen to your low back. Exhale, tip and stretch over to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Shift your weight to your right foot. Exhale, start to lever your load. Let your chest hover, your left leg lift. Inhale, cactus back bend in your crescent lunge. Exhale, wide pyramid, we dive forward. Inhale, half squat at the back, like a ninja, pull forward, warrior two at the front. Awesome. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down, twist your right arm high. Inhale, supported side plank, we lengthen. Exhale, roll over, find plank pose at the top for that strong inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the flow. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, transition your feet towards your hands at the top of your yoga space. Inhale, lengthen, lift, activate through your back body. Exhale, dive forward and fold over your legs. Inhale, we'll rise together. Send your palms to meet overhead. Lengthen, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, soften your hands right into your heart center space. Find your steeple mudra, friends. Drive your fingers to the sky. Exhale, tip and stretch to the left. Inhale, come through center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Kickstand your right toes. Then like that, teeter-totter. Start to hinge at your waist. Lift your right leg from strength. Inhale, step it back. Cactus back bend in your crescent lunge. Exhale, dive forward, pyramid. Inhale, half squat at the back like a ninja. Exhale, pull forward, warrior two. Inhale, we reverse. Take it up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down, twist to the left. Outstanding. Inhale, step your left foot back. Find your supported side plank. Exhale, roll over. Meet me in plank pose for your inhale. Then exhale, lower to your belly. Pull your heart forward and through. Keep your knees down. Exhale, pull your hips back and meet me in child's pose once again. Soften your chest. Soften your forehead. And just witness the dance of energy. The moments where you are super active, heated, working hard. And the moments where you get to be super passive, relaxed, and soft. Inhale, reach your hands out a little further. Exhale, bring your palms to touch. Bend at your elbows and send your fingertips to the sky. Walk your elbows a little bit closer to your skull, then interlock all of your fingers but your pointers for steeple mudra. Witness how it feels in your shoulder blades, how it feels in your low back. Witness your breath as it moves in and out of your body. And you reattach yourself to that slow, steady rhythm. And witness without judgment your thoughts as they race through your mind. Are you able to detach from them? Just allow them to float by. Become the observer. Lengthen out through your arms. Weight your hips into your heels and slowly roll all the way back into a kneeling position. Let your hips dump off to the left or the right side so that you can swivel your feet all the way around and meet me in a seated position facing the front of your mat. On your inhale, reach forward. Exhale slowly, one notch at a time. Start to roll down the length of your spine. When you arrive on your back, stretch out fingertips to toes. Take up space, expand. You're worthy of being here. And exhale, curl your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a loving hug and a squeeze. Rock a little bit side to side. Massage out the base of your spine. Then keep your right knee where it is and stretch your left foot forward in space. Breathe in, draw your right knee up and in towards your armpit around your ribs. Simultaneously stretch your left foot forward to the top of your mat. You have one more big breath in here. Exhale, cross your right leg over to the left side of your space for your twist. Of course, reset your hips, your shoulders, your ribs so that you feel supported in this shape. Know that you can always bend your bottom knee and stack through your legs if it would feel a little bit more cozy for your low back. I invite you to cactus your right arm behind you and let your gaze trickle over to your right fingertips.
Breathe in. Breathe out. We breathe in. We breathe out. Inhale, unwind your spine. Come back to center, back to neutral. Then exhale, stretch your right foot long and pull your left knee towards your left armpit. Actively stretch your legs in opposite directions. Then on your next exhale, cross your left leg over to the right side of your space. Adjust, reset, and then soften. It just takes 30 minutes a day to show up on your mat and to train your mind to let go of attachment to things that you cannot control. Practicing presence is what we call it in yoga, and it is just that, friends. It's a practice, not a performance, and it is so much easier said than done. But when we show up, even for 30 minutes a day, we train our mind that we are the masters and the mind is not in control of us. That is how we start to dance and take control over our anxiety levels, our depression, our overwhelm. And that is the magic of yoga. That is how the healing takes place. Come on back to center, reset your hips, curl your knees in towards your chest for a final goodbye squeeze. Then as you exhale, expand across the floor, take up space for your final rest, your final shavasana. Feel free to adjust your shoulder blades, tuck them under, let your toes fall a little wider. And with all of that, start to release the tension in your body. Give yourself permission to be fully supported by the earth below you. One more, attachment to your inhale. Use your exhale to let that go and allow your breath to now fall into a natural, calming rhythm. Shavasana. As always, if you have the time to stay in this shape and just honor the sacredness of stillness, I invite you to do so for as long as you can. But if you're ready to transition into the next segment of the day, awaken your body slowly, bring movement in. Reattach your conscious experience to your physical one. Open and close your jaw. Then when you're ready, take a big stretch across the floor, fingertips to toes. Exhale, roll over to your left or your right side body for fetal position. Take a moment here to privately transition away from your yoga practice today and into the next segment of your life, of your day or your night or your week or wherever you are at in your calendar. And then rise with intention all the way up to a comfortable seated position, same place we started today. Inhale, circle, stretch your arms out and all the way up. Exhale, deliver your hands to your heart center space, prayer position. Together we breathe in. Together we breathe out. I thank you so much for tuning in virtually, for prioritizing time on your mat, and for supporting my channel. From my heart to yours, namaste.